Hello there, and then welcome to a brand new video. This is How Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easy way. We are still on set notation, cardination, and then cardinality, and then subset. Now, in our previous video, which was a little bit too long, and I had to shorten it so that I continue in this lesson or video, we looked at the set membership symbol, where we looked at element of, and then not an element of. And then we also came to the subset symbols, where we had the proper subset, the subset, and then not a subset, and then also the superset. And then we came to the union and then intersection. And then we looked at the complement of a set. That was where we ended. If you've not been able to go through that one, you can quickly go through that just to have the pre-knowledge, and then we continue in this one as well. Now in this video, we are looking at the cardinality of a set, and then we'll come and then solve the number of subset a set has. So without much ado, let's quickly look into that. So when we talk of cardinality of a set, it simply refers to the number of elements in the set. The number of elements in the set. Now, how do we notate it? So if you have any set at all, so you have set A, then if you want its cardinality, you just put n over here. That is the number of elements in the set. Okay, so that is cardinality of a set. Now let's take some examples and then see what this definition means. So if I have set A, and then set A has elements 1, 3, 5, and then 7. Then the cardinality of this set, that is n into bracket A, is going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And that is just it. Okay. So this is what we mean by cardinality of a set, and it's just simple and straightforward as you have seen. Now let's quickly go to what? The number of subsets. The number of subsets of a set. Talking of a number of subsets of a set, we said in our previous lesson that if you have any set at all, you see, then the subset of that set is also in that set. What do I mean by that? So if we have set A, for instance, and set A has elements A, B, and then C, then if per chance we have another set B, and its elements are A, B, then set B is a subset. You see, so set B is a subset of set A. You see, now apart from set B, we can have so many subsets as well. You can have, if I name this set C, and then it has just this element here, just one of it. You realize that set A is also in set C is also in set A, right? So a set can have so many number of what? Subsets. And hence, we want to look at how many subsets a set can have at a time. Okay. So to start it all, let's say you have a set A. Okay. And then the number or the cardinality of set A is X. You see? So we have X being the cardinality of set A. Then the number of subsets of set A is giving us 2 raised to the power X, where the X is what? The cardinality of the set. Where the X is what? The cardinality of the set. You see? So let's come back to set A over here. This set A that we wrote. That is set A being equal to what? A, B, and then C. Now, if we want the number of subsets this set A is going to have, if we are asked to find the number of subsets this set A is going to have, then we know that the cardinality of A has how many elements? 3. You see, A has 3 elements. This implies that the number of subsets of set A is going to give us 2 raised to the power 3. And we know 2 raised to the power 3 gives us what? 2 times 2 times 2, which is what? 8. So we say, hence, A has 8 subsets. A has 8 subsets. what are these subsets? So to list out the elements of these subsets, this is how we do them. So you first list out the, to list this subset, we start first of all with what? The individual elements. You see? So the individual elements are all subsets of the set here. Our first one is A. You see this set A is in our mother set. Then we come to the next one being what? B. B is also inside the set B. And next one can also be what? C. You get it? Then the next one can be, so with this now we have finished listing the individual elements. Now we can pair them. So we can pair A and then B. You see? So we are pairing A and B. Now let's pair A and C. So we are pairing A and then C. Then with this now we can pair B and C as well. So B and C. B and C. Is there any pairing we have not done? What of B and A? B and A here is the A and B. They are actually the same thing. Now take note. Is there any element? Per our calculation, we said it has what? 8 subsets. But writing it out now, we have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6. So this is where we apply another concept that says the null set is a subset of every set. The null set is the what? Subset of every set. So we write the null set, and by this we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7. Our calculation said we had 8 subsets. So we look at another one, which is the set itself. So that principle also says every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of what? Itself. So with this now, we have gotten what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have just listed them out. You see, so these are all the subsets of a set A. Now, if we list all these subsets as a set on its own, that is, take note of how I listed them. I just wrote them anyhow with just a comma. But if I put another curly bracket here, you see, that is a set that contains set of all subsets. Then we call that a power set. You see that? So the power set is the set of all the subsets of a given set. You see? So as we just wrote this, it was not a power set. But if we put our curly bracket and then indicate that it is a set of all of these sets, then we call it a power set. So once again, the power set is a set of all subsets of a set. What have we done so far? All we are saying is, if we have a set A, as we see over here, and we want the number of subsets A has, it is given by the formula 2 raised to the power the cardinality of the set. And we said the cardinality of the set simply refers to what? The number of elements you have in the set. So in this case, the cardinality of this set is what? 3. Hence, our 2 raised to the power 3 gave us 8. And we went forward and said, okay, if we are saying there are 8 subsets only of this set, let's list them out. So we started by listing only A as a set, B as a set, C as a set. That is what you have here. After the individual element, we want to pair. So we pair A to B, A to C, and then we pair B to C. We don't pair B to A because they're the same as pairing A to B. When we finished that, we realized that we had just 6 elements. Meanwhile, our formula has told us that there is 8 subsets. That is where other factors need to be added. So the first one is the null set is a subset of every set. We added a null set. And then finally, we said a set is a subset of itself. This here. You get it? So that is it over there. Let's take one more set and then look for its subset. Let's see. So one last example. Okay, so let's take set A over here, which has element x, y. Now we are to look for the number of subsets A can have. Okay, so we know the formula for the number of subsets is 2 raised to the power the cardinality. So we look for our cardinality of A. The cardinality of A is what? 2. So this implies that it has what? 2 raised to the power 2 subsets. And we know 2 raised to the power 2 gives us what? 4. So if we are to list out the subset here, we are expecting 4 subsets. The first one is what? X alone. Then our second one will definitely be Y. Then we can now pair. So the set itself being a subset of itself. And then the last one being what? A null set. So this are the subsets of the set you see above. If we are asked to write the power set, then for that we are going to put it in another curly bracket. So the set of X, and then the set Y, and then the null set, then finally our set XY. This here is our power set. So this is how far this video is going to go. Now in our next lesson, we'll be looking at the Venn diagram and then how to represent sets on the Venn diagrams and solve some other questions. But for this, I'm going to leave some try work so that you can try them on your own to test your understanding. Since I wasn't able to give trial question for the previous one, I've combined them all. And this is the first one. So I'm giving 3. You can try on your own. This is the first one. It includes or it tests your basic knowledge. You see, over here, you are just to find the cardinalities. Get it? Then the union and then the intersection. And here you are looking for the complement. You see, and over here you are looking for the number of subsets. Does it have? You can try as well to list out the element. This is the second one here. And for this second one, you have to use this symbol to fill out the spaces you have here. So if it is an element of, you just list that out. Over here, it's a subset, you just list it. So we spoke about the subset, the proper subset, and then the subset. In the first lesson, you can visit that and then get the understanding. And here you want your union and then intersection. Then the cardinality as well, right? And then here goes another set of questions. And your final test will be on this. So you have to write using the roster form. You remember introductory video how to write elements of a set, the roster form, and then the set builder. Then you want the cardinality, and then how many subsets. These are all to just test your understanding on what you have learned. This is Hub Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easiest way on earth. If this is your first time, you can always choose to subscribe so that anytime I release a video, you'll be notified as well. Stay blessed and stay safe. See you in our next lesson where we look at the Venn diagram. Bye and have a nice day.